Hello, I am Mehmet Tevfik İzgi. Nigeria is a country in West Africa. South of Nigeria is Atlantic Ocean. There is a nice coastline there. Also, Lagos is there. There are several ports in south coastline. So on the west side, Benin, a little country. On north, there is Niger. And northeast is Chad country. And in east side, Cameroon. And from north to south, there is a Niger river. And also another river comes from east side to north to south. There are some rivers in north of Nigeria and some lakes. Importance of tourism and its economic value. Tourism is life. Who says this? Nigeria Tourism Development Corporation says this good sentence. It shows how tourism is important also. It generates employment, accommodation, food and beverage, transportation. These sectors all related with tourism. And fast growth with tourism. 24 hours, 365 days, 1 year business. For example, in international airport, any hour tourists can come to the airport. And after they come with transportation, maybe with taxis or bus, they'll go to hotel, accommodation. And 24 hours food and beverage places are open, restaurants are open. These two main demands are very important for tourism. And also transportation will continue with generates employment. As I said, accommodation, food and beverage, and transportation. In a hotel, there are a lot of people working. For example, in front office, bellboy carries luggage. Front office agent makes check-in and check-out. Housekeeping staff making beds, cleaning rooms. In Lagos, more than 3,000 hotels. Roughly 1,000 of them, 973 luxury hotels. There are 5-star hotels. Hotel needs staff to work in front office, food and beverage, and housekeeping. It's 3 basic departments of the hotel and also technical service. The rooms should be ready for 24 hours and all service should be perfect. In front office, bellboy carries luggage. Concierge gives information. Reception agent makes check-in and check-out. This is the first impression of a guest. And also there is a doorman. Opens the door of the taxi and takes his luggage from truck of the taxi to the ground. And in the hotel, food and beverage and other stuff. Nigeria is 1,000 kilometers north of the equator. From south to north, it's getting dry. So in south parts, a lot of rainy forest. And on the north side, it's hard to find water. And the tourism potential depends on the geographic potential of the country. Food and beverage, cooking food in kitchen, carrying food to tables, stewarding for cleaning in kitchen. These all departments need staff. And it's very easy to be a tourism staff. In 1 month, students can be educated. Young people can educated as a qualified worker for tourism industry. Housekeeping, cleaning guest rooms, washing linens and towels, Rooms are very important for guests because they are sleeping there. It's their home in a way of looking. And these rooms should be clean and hygienic for guests. Technical service, electricity, painting, and repairing furniture. The rooms of a hotel should be high quality for service. There should be no excuse for something wrong. It should be 24 hours electricity, and wall paintings should be very nice, and all furniture should be in good quality. And security guards are important because the security is very important in 5-star hotels. Accounting and finance, also other department. IT, information technology, also very important in hotels. These all departments need staff to work. So it shows that tourism generates employment. So there are 36 states in Nigeria. Some states are not as rich as others in Nigeria. These numbers taken from Nigeria National Bureau of Statistics. Some states, Sokoto, Katsina, Adamawa, Gombe, Jigawa, Plateau, Ebonyi, Bauchi, Kebbi, Zamfara. In these states, there are young people. They need jobs. So in tourism sector, in 1 or 2 weeks education, roughly 1 month education, they can be qualified staff for tourism. It's very quick way to be qualified. Many country governments organize tourism education in poor states. Food and beverage, housekeeping, front office for young people. In a month, young people get qualified and have tourism profession. In some countries, also private sector organize some education for other purposes. For example, qualified cook, qualified receptionist. Some reception agents can speak 2 or 3 languages. These need foreign language. Qualified staff serve quality and happiness of guests arise. Happy guests come again and suggest Nigeria to their friends and makes free advertisement. So qualified staff is important for tourism, in accommodation, in food and beverage, in travel agent, in transportation. Qualified staff makes quality service. Educated and qualified young people stays away from crime and stays away from bad habits, looking for good hopes for future, and searches for job in tourism sector. Not all of young people can be doctors or engineers. There are a lot of different jobs. In Nigeria, there are 15 airports, but the busiest airport in Nigeria is in Lagos. International Airport of Murtala Muhammad Airport is one of the busiest in Africa, of course. International airport means international tourists. Fast growth with tourism. Accommodation for visitors. Food and beverage serving activities. Transportation. In Nigeria, petroleum is cheap, and for transportation, roads are popular. Railways and waterway and planes are not as popular as bus. Air passenger transport, road passenger transport, railway passenger transport, water passenger transport. There are rivers it should be examined if there is a water transport can be used. Transport equipment, rental, travel agencies, cultural activities. And when our tourists come to Nigeria from other country, there are a lot of activities they can do. But not also only international tourism. In domestic tourism, in 36 states can go to each other. For example, there are 10 rich states of GDP very high. They are Kaduna, Ogun, Akwa Ibom, Kwaro, Edo, Imo, Oyo, Delta states, Rivers states, Lagos states. For example, in Edo State, rich with history and culture heritage from Benin Empire, 15th century, and their Benin State Museum also. In museum, sculptures of bronze, brass, and ivory, some of them from 13th century. These 10 rich states can go and search other states. In domestic tourism, it also generates business and gets gross domestic product higher. Sports and recreational activities, selling souvenirs, tourism activities around destination, and some national parks in Nigeria. 3 Chad Basin northeast, 3 west, Kanji Lake near, and on the southeast there are 3 other national parks, totally 12 national parks. Tourism creates demand and growth for many more industries. Firstly, food and beverage, serving activities, shopping, transport equipment rental. Let's talk about Lagos. It's 30% of GDP, gross domestic product. Initially generated revenue in 2019, last year, more than 3,000 hotels, as I said. And Lagos is the richest state of all Africa, it can be said. Also, there are ports on south. They are for trade, international trade. Thank you for watching.